Oh, right.
Yeah, because we're suing him.
Wait, I feel like I know what this is.
Yeah, you were. I think you were at the criminal trial for him.
Oh, this one. Oh no. This is
Yep.
the guy who decided to play cowboy with a badge.
Yeah.
Oh no. Was this in relationship with the death as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was investigating a murder and completely fucking fumbled it.
Lord.
Like so bad.
Yeah.
And
then he did the private report or whatever.
Yeah, the fucking private report.
That is
drop
so
the charges
cooked.
against them because of how bad this guy was.
That is so cooked.
They literally got away with murder.
I feel like it falls into that bucket of like it's actually absurd that I feel like it screams a level of entitlement that is not that is not exclusive to this Dominic case. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of one of those like what makes you think any of this is okay?
Yeah. Yeah. The motherfucker quit before I could fire him.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my God. Is he going to be at this court case?
I hope so. He's the defendant.
Oh, gotcha.
Isn't he like representing himself or some shit?
Yeah. He's Ted Bundying it.
Oh, I went to the trial that he had with the last one. It was bad. Oh yeah, I went to the criminal. Oh my God, this is gonna be crazy. Oh my God, this is gonna be crazy. Why is Nino in his underwear? So people ask him, why is he in his underwear? And then he's gonna tell him to vote.
This guy literally knows fuck all about the law or about the legal system, yet he's thinking it's a good idea to represent himself.
Hello.
Hey.
Why are you in your underwear? It's a court case.
Oh, this is to spread awareness.
Something's being spread.
Yep.
What? Nobody wants to see that.
Are you crashing
Hey,
out?
Mr. Robin?
Am I crashing out? Nope.
Hello.
Yeah.
We got the LSP Diddy party later.
Oh
say
my
that.
God.
Don't say that.
Stop.
Not
Hey,
at all.
Weiss, you're gonna attend, right?
It's not true. I'm just.
Oh, don't say that, buddy.
Yeah.
That's insane, actually. Also, you would think with the amount of
I need to be in my head.
the amounts of baby oil, I don't think. Why would they wear white?
I'm busy that day.
I don't know. I think so they don't like the so the black light doesn't catch anything.
I guess.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, it didn't work.
I mean, I guess it did for a very long time.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what's actually fucked up? My X is filled with so much AI generated shit. There was one going around with like Jay-Z in the background, and I genuinely, when I woke up, I'm like, holy fuck, is that real? And then it wasn't until the picture got like community guidelined or whatever the fuck it's called that I realized it was fake. Like some of that shit is way too fucking real.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Ow! Excuse me a little bit.
Bless
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much.
Are you crashing out? Wait, why was the first thing you said, are you crashing out? What makes you think I would crash out of all
You're
people?
sitting in a courtroom
Yeah.
with vans, slide-on vans,
Mhm.
and your tidy whities. I was just wondering.
This is
Kinda
my
looks like a
reminder.
crashing
Remember
out
the vote
outfit.
downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it's Spock's conversation. It's an icebreaker.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I guess I would. I don't think I would have
Basically,
said
just gonna
anything
ask
to
you
you
guys,
if I
like,
didn't.
Exactly.
What roads did impacted you?
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna ask you, like, when he.
The LSP did he?
Did you know that wasn't correct?
Oh my god, my food is outside. This is bullshit.
Food? Yeah, your food has to be. Did you not eat before you came in?
Yeah, I'm fine, but I have to go get my damn food.
Yeah, because it was position of power and that. Yeah.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know these things. I didn't study law. I know for next time if it ever happens, but I didn't know that time because that's never happened before.
Yep.
Ludo. Oh, there's food? Wait, where? Oh, yeah, I got to get my food. I'm excited for this court case. This court case, okay, chat. This court case is one in which PD shot someone who died. Or something like that. And fucking... Wait, I forgot who killed him. Someone killed somebody and a cop went rogue and did a investigation backwards and like violated a shitload of rights. Oh, ADMC killed someone. Oh, okay.
Cap?
I'm thinking of the wrong one then.
Oh,
That's Neo.
How you doing, Shank?
Yo.
Wait, it wasn't the observatory one?
Anybody know where the defense is at?
Hiding.
Wait, which murder is this
Assuming they
then?
want serious answers.
I thought this was the one where
Anybody in the courtroom, if anybody knows where they're at.
what's her name died at the observatory.
Nope.
This isn't Jesse Adler. This isn't Rain. Oh, this is a different murder.
Don't show up.
Oh, this is a Chastity one?
Said he'd be here.
Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh, I didn't know
What
that.
happens if he doesn't come?
ADMC murdered Chastity. Rhodes
Hello?
withheld evidence in a
That is
private
less than
report and
ideal,
edited
granted, I
PC
did
for
not put
warrant
a
post
court
facto.
Reminder,
Oh
but
my
I don't
God.
necessarily have to reminder. That's just more of me.
Guy's been
babysitting
active enough on the docket to be aware.
Fuck.
at this time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I know that in character. I know Chastity died,
Wood knows he wants to
because
write his paragraphs.
Archie died,
Can't confirm
and then
it.
his twin brother died,
Yeah.
who was my
That's
client,
confusing.
and then Chastity died, and they were, oh yeah, remember Nino got investigated? Was getting investigated because they were like, Nino killed Archie.
Hey,
Why? What did they do to him?
When in a way we did because we yelled at, oh my God. Wait.
Somebody
Oh
wrote his
God,
phone
Bill.
number.
it's probably a bit.
Oh fuck.
Not his most
Um,
common one.
I don't have anything else to say about it. Like, I don't know.
Oh
That would be my
shit.
guess.
Wait. Wait, hold on. And it's similar to back then. It was days before the timeline is so similar.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Then he tried it and it was way out of statute.
Is this court case about
Yeah.
Chastity?
Is he coming?
Didn't she die like fucking 8 years ago?
This is about everything Rhodes did to us during the court, though.
Oh God damn it. God, fuck.
It's about Rhodes doing dumb
Whatever.
shit.
I mean, hey, I tried to level things out with him and he didn't want to get it. It is what it is. Hey, Daisy, I need to report something.
Uh-huh.
Before the election, I yelled at Archie, and then he died
Uh-huh.
when he apparently ran into the road and got killed.
That's how Archie died. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Cal
No, he-
killed.
well,
No, Cal
kind-
he was-
killed Archie.
Yeah.
Cal killed
yeah.
Archie.
But
yeah, he said it multiple times.
What?
Yeah. But
I do think I've
you
seen
know,
that.
I only, you know, I just kind of yelled at Archie a little bit and he went into this whole emo thing because like he was driving he decided to go on his crim arc and started driving through you know, meetings or whatever. I just let someone go and I got done yelling at him, and just the timing is just, if this guy ends up dying, it wasn't me, but I did yell at him similar that I did Archie. So
Who did you yell at?
I'm gonna text you.
Hey, Big Rhode's in the house.
Hey, yeah, that's
It's my
me. You better
birthday.
believe it. Hey, it's your birthday. Wow,
it's
man,
my
I'm
birthday,
so happy to hear that.
On my birthday.
So, you know, I'm just saying
Oh,
that
yeah.
if he happens to
wait,
die, it wasn't me. I'm here.
He sounds way
All right.
too overly confident.
Thank you for joining us,
Okay.
Mr. Rhodes. Court
Yeah.
is now in session for the matter of Finley, Milton, and Nana Banana v. Dominic Rhodes. This case was originally against both Dominic Rhodes and the
I also
LSPD.
tried to kill
However,
this
the
guy
plaintiffs and the
10 years
LSPD
ago.
have since
That was a
entered
long
into
time ago.
Settlement agreement in which the charges against
Yeah.
the LSPD were dismissed. As such, the remaining defendant, Dominic Rhodes, stands here today in court for trial on this matter. Do we have everybody present and ready to proceed?
Yes.
Yes, sir, I
Yeah.
think so.
Rhodes
If
good?
this guy
Alright,
calls
very well.
me
Any pretrial matters to
for
attend to before we get
recall,
started?
I'm gonna crash out.
No, sir.
None from the plaintiff.
Very well. In that case, the plaintiff may proceed with his opening argument whenever you're ready.
Let's keep this one short. We're here today because Rhodes acted in bad faith. So much so that he was found criminally liable. He was found guilty by yourself, Your Honor, for evidence tampering, in the case in which both my clients were arrested and held by the defendant here. So I'm so used to being on the other side. Not only did he do that, he violated the rights of
I
Nana
respect
here,
him.
not only in interrogation, but by performing an illegal search and seizure.
I respect that he's
We
defending
hope
himself.
Mr. Rhodes would just own up to his mistakes and his wrongdoings. However, he has not. And that's why we're here today, to make my clients whole and to issue the just punishment for Mr. Rhodes' actions. Thank you.
All right, very good. Defense opening statement.
All right. Bad faith. That is very interesting. As you will see today, you know, I did not have any exculpatory evidence at my disposal. Those warrants provide in good faith. I further do not have authority, or sorry, at the time did not have authority to sign my own warrants. I'm not sure that any officer does. I don't even believe the chief can do that. And as far as violating Nana's rights, you will learn today.
I
that
feel-
under law,
hold on.
I certainly did not do that. Thank you.
I feel like the word bad
All right, very
faith
good. Plaintiff
is so
first witness.
overused now
Plaintiff calls
On
Chief Daisy
NoPixel?
Moss to the stand.
to the
Chief Moss, come on
point
up.
like it's slowly losing. I don't think people understand what it means anymore. I see chatters using
All right,
it
Miss Moss, go
too.
ahead and get
Like it's
comfortable,
like
and
a
whenever you're
meme
ready,
term
raise your left
now,
arm
you
up to
know?
the sky for me.
I'm just not bother to sit down.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
Yeah, become a
All right, do you
buzzword.
swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury?
I think the
so
word
help
they're
you
trying to
Allah?
look for is malicious.
I do.
All right, very good. Witnesses who are sworn in, you may proceed with questioning when you're ready.
Chief Moss, can you state your name and rank for the court, please?
Daisy Moss, Chief of Police, Los Santos Police Department.
Are you aware of the incident that brings us here today?
Yes, I am.
Did you have any part in this incident?
I wasn't really a part of the investigation. I was made aware of it as it was being filed to the docket. And then you know, kind of what happened after that.
Okay. Can you explain the what happened after that part? What did you do?
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to remember what happened. So basically, there was a question on whether or not it was filed on time, the docket posting, like whether it was filed within the statute of limitations. That's how it was brought to my attention. I started looking into it further, and I'll be honest, I don't remember exactly like how, like when, like how the red flags kind of, you know, came about. But I do remember that I began to review the interrogation tapes that Dominic Rhodes had done for Nana Banana and Finley Milton. And I put on Nana Banana's interrogation tape, and it was the very first one I was going to listen to. And within like a minute and a half, I hear Dominic Rhode say, because there weren't any lawyers available apparently, and I hear him say, there are no lawyers available with these rights in mind. You have to keep speaking to me. And I turned the interrogation tape off and didn't listen to any of the other ones.
Why did you turn the interrogation off?
Because he forced her to speak with him without a lawyer present.
Ah!
So, you know.
So, as a result of this whole investigation, what did you do?
Well, I started reviewing all of the evidence that was linked to this interrogation. There was also a marshal that was reviewing it as well. It was, I believe, Marshal Daisy Dukakis. And we noticed like odd things about the report, right? The main thing that we noticed is that she was looking through the edit history of the report, and she found through the edit history that the statement of probable cause had been altered. So there's a part of it that was taken out. Give me a second while I try to remember. Basically, it was something
You like my fit?
to do with the two witnesses on scene. Initially, the statement said something like neither of them saw the crime that was, you know, that had been allegedly committed, and then he removed that part. So then it just kind of, in my opinion, favored his argument. In addition to that, through like conversations with Dominic Rhodes, he eventually said that he had a private report with additional statements in it. And when I asked him to share that with me, he
We're doing
refused.
SAB RP.
That was pretty bad. We ended up suspending him
last night. Well,
and I think we spoke to him later that night or the next day. And eventually he handed over the report, and there were, I want to say, like 6.
Sab's been streaming without his shirt on recently.
Statements, as well as
that's the reference.
In the original report, there's areas that are redacted, you know, like parts of the statement were redacted. And the full statement was in that private report. And when I read through it, and, you know, actually when I talked to Dominic Rhodes about it, one thing he mentioned is that one of the witnesses had essentially committed a crime, and that the redactions covered up that crime. I was like, I think criminal threats or something. So that's pretty bad. And ultimately, again, I can't really remember. This was like 2 months ago, but it was determined through the marshal's investigation as well as the internal investigation within the LSPD that Dominic Rhodes was far too invested in this investigation, that he was going beyond the duties of an officer, that he was, in my opinion, covering up evidence or just not submitting evidence, altering evidence, and ultimately that the investigation was done in bad faith. And, you know, the whole interrogation tape thing was pretty bad.
You made mention of a private report that contained evidence. Was that report put on the docket in the initial filing?
No. No, that's why I lost my shit.
I mean, I can. Okay.
A moment.
I'll tell them. Okay. Did you tell Shane?
In your interactions with Mr. Rhodes, has he taken accountability for his actions?
I would say no. At the end of his suspension, hold on one sec. At the end of his suspension, he came to MRPD.
The TLDR of this case,
At that time, I informed him that I
that
was
on the
dropping
left
charges
was a cop, and he
against
made
Finley,
someone talk to him
and Nana Banana.
without a lawyer,
the
among other things,
investigation,
and
you
through
know,
a murder case.
was done in bad faith, and all the evidence that came forward, he was super
And then
upset about
tampered
it.
with like the raid warrant or
Blamed-
the warrant or some shit.
blamed me. You know, I don't think he understood his
Done with dinner.
part in the matter. I told him, you know, I said, you know, you're letting two people, you know.
Yeah, the Saints might be involved.
What did I say?
Brother in Christ.
You know, that probably committed this crime. Walk free. You know, they're walking free because of you. And something like that. I'm paraphrasing. And
You just head pop.
then he basically told me to fuck off and quit.
That's unfortunate. Just have one more. If you had been made aware of all this prior to the plaintiffs being arrested, would you have let that arrest go forward?
I would have removed him from the investigation and either taken over it myself or put another officer on it to see, like, basically to review the actual evidence at hand and to see if we could move forward with it. You know, it just would have been like, if we could, if there was enough evidence, we would have moved forward. If not, then we wouldn't have.
Okay. No further questions.
It's
Your Honor.
surrounded by.
All right, very good. Cross-examination.
We watch
How you doing today, Chief?
When you want to get clapped, wait. Wait.
All
Who
right.
said what?
I want to talk about the warrants real quick. Can an officer approve their own warrant?
Objection.
Wait,
I never asked about
Crane?
the warrants.
We talked about the incident report.
Your leader runs
which
up to
we're
us
here
and
for the
chases,
warrants.
asking
I mean, this
if he
is
can help.
literally what we're half of their case, more of it, right? I mean, it's within the scope of the case.
Not within the scope of the questioning, though.
Let me take a look about what the warrants was talked about. One moment.
You're a public servant Act like one, bitch.
So specifically about the warrant comments that I see from Moss here with regard to the statement of probable cause that was contained within the warrant.
I love
and
you. I
then
was
that
about
part
to
of it
text
was
you, bro.
removed,
I love you so much. Thank you.
noting that you
Thank
kind
you,
of
bro.
favor
Thank
the
you. I
argument.
love you. W, man. That's my
which
man.
has been
Thank
removed
you.
from the warrant, so I'll let him probe
I got
a little
you.
bit about the approval of the warrant process. That'll be overruled.
Can officers approve their own warrant?
No.
Who can approve warrants? in LSP?
Sergeant Plus.
Okay. Are all warrants written by officers blindly approved by sergeants?
What do you mean?
So, like any warrant an officer writes, sergeants just like straight up approve it?
Objection, speculation. She can only speak to what she does, not what other officers do.
Well, no, I mean she.
Twatter
if she
votes go
believes she
fire.
makes
I
policy,
know, bro. Yeah, listen.
What is
You
expected?
can ask her
of
about
But
them?
it's
what
true,
should
though.
happen, but she can't necessarily testify as to what every particular sergeant actually does. So you can rephrase the question accordingly. Will be sustained.
Okay, I'll rephrase. What is expected of command members when approving a warrant in regard to? Does LSPD?
Listen,
as a
hey,
matter of
listen.
course,
Nathan is one of my
whether command
favorites.
members approve any
I
warrant
gotta say
without
that.
looking at
And remember, you got to
or,
keep
you
in
know,
mind he
very
plays a
little?
19-year-old on his cop.
Well, that's the question. You just like, hey, you know, like, hey, here's a warrant. I'm just gonna automatically approve it.
Objection,
that
more prejudicial than
LSP?
probative.
No, I mean, I think it's a valid question. I'm just asking, what is the process of a warrant being approved?
I mean, you've asked
That
me
wasn't
like
the question
4
that was asked.
different
So yeah,
questions.
but let's clarify. What is the pending question? Which version of the question are we going for here?
All right, let's just start from the very beginning. What
Okay.
is the process of a command member approving a warrant? What is expected of a command member to approve a warrant? Let's go with that direction. What is
Okay,
expected of
well-
a command member approving a warrant?
Okay, is that the final question?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
final
that's
question.
kind of
What
was
is
Nino's point.
expected of a command member when
Mhm.
approving a warrant?
Yes.
Well, there's a procedure to it. They have to review the probable cause, the evidence within it. They also have to make sure that the suspects are properly ID'd with at least, 2 points of identification. If the Sergeant Plus finds that the probable cause is sufficient and that they've been properly identified, they may approve it.
So, would you say that a sergeant plus in approving a warrant is expected to read the report, basically a whole report?
Are they expected to read the report? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, when approving a warrant. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Are warrants sometimes rejected?
Yes.
Were the warrants in question today rejected by LSPD?
I don't know if they were ever rejected. Might have been. I didn't look to see if they were rejected at any point.
Was the current version of the warrants in the report approved?
Yes.
Okay. Did you read the private report?
Did I read the private report? I
Mhm.
didn't read all the statements within it.
I see. Were you ever made aware of any evidence in the private report that would have been exculpatory, something that would have cast doubt to the question of the plaintiff's involvement in Jesse's murder?
Objection, relevance.
Well, it's relevant. The private report that's what we're at question today. I mean, you literally, in your open statement, you said that I was in bad faith. If I was in bad faith, then maybe I was hiding exculpatory evidence.
I would also, well, in my rebuttal, I would say that it is not up to either side on which piece of evidence is exculpatory or not. Evidence is evidence, and whether its probative value is determined by a judge.
I'm asking a chief of police if she believes that the evidence, or if she heard from a reliable source that
Well, that
the
would call for
private report
hearsay.
Yeah,
contained
that's
exculpatory
hearsay.
evidence. She's an expert.
No, so but on the part that it would call for hearsay with regard to what she heard, that would be true, unless you have an exception to hearsay. Anything that she heard, statements that are out
Exactly.
of court offered for the truth of the matter asserted, would not be admissible. With regard to the relevance objection,
What you would
whether or not there was
you might be
information
able to
that
get
was
away
said to
with,
be
were there any
exculpatory in there, I think
reports
is wholly
by
relevant
law
to the case.
enforcement officers
Like I said,
that
the
underlined
testimony that would be
during
in response to
criminal
that would not-
charges or whatever,
would not
stating
be
it
able
was
to include any hearsay.
exculpatory?
If you do hear any hearsay come up, Robin, feel free to object, and that can be stricken from the record. Moss, you can go ahead and answer the question, but with your own personal knowledge, not to statements from third parties.
Can you repeat the question?
Are you aware of any exculpatory evidence in the private report?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't really remember exactly what was in the private report. I remember there were witness statements that were used for the actual report, and there were some statements from other people.
Okay, so let me ask you. I mean, you were involved in the investigation that led to me leaving the LSPD, right? You dropping the charge. Don't you think you probably remember if I was hiding exculpatory evidence? I mean, you remember that I
Objection
changed,
badgering.
That's not badgering. I think that's a pretty fair question. I mean, look, you remember that I changed a probable cause statement, which is minor. 90 seconds later, all that information was in the report.
Now counsel's testifying.
So she stated that she doesn't remember. You can probe, if she remembers other things about the incident, but not that. But we're not just going to have a question again of shouldn't you have remembered. That's going to be considered badgering, so that'll be sustained.
All right.
That's more of a statement than an actual question.
Do you find it surprising that you don't remember whether or not?
That's the same question with a different word.
Okay, all right.
Yo, Robin has the perfect lawyer voice.
One more. You said that I forced.
Like it's like
to
start
testify?
like I feel like Robin
to,
could say the most
to speak
like
during the interrogation.
crazy shit and you would believe it just the way that he
How did I
delivers it.
enforce her?
Through your statement within the interrogation tape, with these rights in mind, you have to keep speaking to me.
So you believe that phrasing forces somebody to do it, as if they have absolutely no choice. Let me ask you, at the beginning,
Was that a statement or a question?
sorry, that was a statement.
All right, that is not on the record then. Go ahead.
Let me ask you, Chief, towards the beginning of that recording, did I read Nana her right?
Objection relevance.
How is this not relevant?
I don't remember. I listened
Sorry, hold
to
on.
it.
There's a pending objection.
I'm
I do believe whether or not her rights were ultimately we're getting to the question of were her rights violated. So I think if her rights were read is wholly relevant to the case, that'll be overruled. You can answer the question.
I don't remember. I listened to it once over 2 months ago.
Okay, well, would you like to take a quick look at it? It's right towards the beginning.
I kind of want
I
to.
have to.
Yep. Yeah, with Judge Weiss's permission.
Yeah,
You can
Yeah.
refer to the evidence if it is necessary in order for you to answer.
Yep,
the
that
question.
is right. He can make her look at it pretty much.
However,
if
the
it-
court will note that it will do its own review. of the
Can make
evidence
her
as well
watch
to
it,
see
but
what's
you
actually in
can't
there.
be
Doesn't
ignorant of it if it's
necessarily need to
available.
come from Moss's testimony, but I'm not going to stop it if this is how you wish to present it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm,
You think he's going to
So
mention the
what do you
goose
want
man
me to
today?
do?
Did I read
hope
Nana
so.
her right?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Gooseman, Gooseman.
I miss that guy.
Yep.
I only like the blue sour ones. Actually, the green apple ones are good too.
I'm trying to look for it, but I can't find it. Oh wait, I found it.
They do. They don't last very long at all. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a smart idea.
All right. Recording is on. It is currently August 8th, Thursday, 5 a.m. UTC. My name is Officer Dominic Rhodes. I am here with Nana Banana, an ADMC member. Nana, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you, provided one is presently available. Do you understand these rights as I've read them to you?
I don't think I've been offered a lawyer yet.
Well, I was just going to ask you a lawyer if you'd like one. Although I will tell you
I
there
want
was
my
not.
lawyer.
You want a lawyer? Great.
Mm-hmm. I tried to blow the chunk of ice out of it, and then it blew back in my face.
Nope. Unfortunately, there aren't any available at the lemon list. So, you understand these rights?
Mm-hmm.
These rights in mind. You're going to have to continue speaking with me. As I discussed, there's not an attorney presently available.
Okay.
What
Right.
the fuck?
Did you acknowledge him?
Oh my god.
I said I don't think I've been offered a lawyer or something like that.
You just watched it. You didn't see her say, mm-hmm. When I read her rights, after I asked her, do you understand these rights as I read them to you?
Your Honor, I think Countess testified.
Ah, what?
No,
What
explaining. I'm
the
asking-
fuck?
Make sure it's phrased as a question,
or
please.
No, I'm asking you. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm asking. Did you not see? After I said,
Hear, not see.
do you understand these rights as I've read them to you? That Nana acknowledged that.
did I not see or hear?
Both.
What do you look? What the fuck?
Sounds like a compound question.
That's like a hostile witness.
Did you
I
not
think whether
hear?
it's a review of the evidence. I think seeing and hearing is kind of a combo deal with that one.
One second. I'm going back through it. You asked me if initially you read you heard her rights, and now you're asking me other questions, so I gotta review it again.
Sounds good.
I mean, yeah.
Don't need her to do this. The judge is going to go through the evidence.
What's shocking is that he still is asking this as if he thinks it's going to help him, because he actually, I think, genuinely believes what he's saying.
You understand these rights?
Yeah. So you ask her, do you want to keep speaking to me? She says, I've been offered a lawyer. And then you go, would you like a lawyer? And she says, I want my lawyer.
Okay, that wasn't the question. The question was, after I read her rights, and I asked her, Do you understand these rights as I read them to you? What was her response?
That was her response. That was literally her response.
Their response to, do you understand these rights as I've read them to you?
She said, "You haven't offered me a lawyer," something like that. That was her response.
Immediately following me asking her, do you understand these rights as I've read them to you?
I'll watch it for like a third time if you'd like.
These
Mr.
rights
Rhodes have a
in mind,
timestamp to
you're gonna
make
have to
this
continue-
easier?
I can find it. One more.
Bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that
Are you
was.
speaking with me as
So do you understand these rights? And she said, "I don't think I've been offered a lawyer. I don't really know what else you want me to say."
Oh shit. He thinks he did no wrong.
Okay, I
Yeah,
apologize.
that's
around a minute and 6 minutes. 7.
wait.
1 second. Hold. Sorry, it's a minute 12. You understand these rights?
Mm-hmm.
These rights in mind. You're going to have to continue speaking with me. As I discussed, there's not an attorney presently available. So.
Okay.
That's the
Okay, so
second
I asked her,
time
"Do
he
you understand
asked.
these rights?" What's her response?
She made a noise.
So she affirmed that she did.
I answered the question. I'm not going to speculate on what that means.
Oh, okay, so you're not going to speculate on basic human interaction. No problem.
What the fuck?
Like I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what means.
It's getting a little saucy.
I mean, I can guess. Do you want me to guess?
Sure.
Objection calls for speculation.
I think the point's been
Oh
made, right?
damn. God
All
damn.
right. So she acknowledged her rights, and then you say, "I forced her." Just by simply stating something after.
Oh
telling
shit,
her
that's a cool song. Like,
that she has a right to.
Is
make
there a
silent.
question?
That does sound more like argument than question to me.
Okay, that's fair.
Why are you standing so close? By the way, you're freaking me out right now.
He's getting mad.
I feel like
honestly, this right here.
intimidated right now.
You feel
All right.
intimidated.
I don't think he's getting mad because he's been standing the whole time. But
I imagine this is
if you would
BBMC,
prefer, I know
Nikki
I'll just take a
Sticks.
couple steps back.
Is this good?
You can step back and move a little bit.
Bro,
No
bro,
need
step
to
back
encroach
2
on the
centimeters and
witness.
said, "Is this good?"
How's this?
All right, go ahead.
There's more of that bad faith.
Oh,
So
He's hiding from the goose man.
again, with that in mind,
you
the fact
got
that Nana acknowledged her rights. How is it that I forced her to speak with me?
As a police officer, you told her that she has to keep speaking with you. It's literally, it's literally a, oh god, I can't think of the word right now. Give me a second. A lawful order.
A lawful order.
Yeah.
I'm in interrogation. Everything's
It's a lawful order. So anything a police officer says is a lawful order?
No.
If you have a suspect and you are telling them what to do, and they are in detainment or under arrest, yes, it is a lawful order.
So if I tell a suspect to do 10 jumping jacks, that's a lawful order.
Objection, speculation.
That's not speculation. She's a chief of police. She's supposed to be. The expert.
She's
can answer as to whether
she's
or not
correct. He's actually not wrong. It's not lawful, but she can interpret it as a lawful order, despite it not being
if
lawful.
I tell her, she can't refuse.
So I
is what
just
you're
say
telling
something,
me.
Tony?
I said it's already off the rails.
Oh yeah, I mean I walked in about 5 minutes
she-
ago. It's been like this.
I think that
His method is by saying that
anyone
she
in that
acknowledged her
position
rights, that he
being
didn't
told that
violate
they
them.
have to continue answering
Ragnar, I think
questions
that's 16
while they're in
months.
interrogation
Mhm.
under arrest. You know,
She
being
can
told by
perceive
a
it.
police officer, how would they know otherwise?
Even if the police officer just read them their right, and they acknowledge.
At the end of the day,
I mean,
Yeah, how would they
that's-
know?
even if she acknowledges her rights, it doesn't mean that you can
That's
just
the
like.
that's the point. That's why police officers need to be
Yeah,
careful
yeah.
about what they say, so that they don't abuse their power.
It's interesting.
Why is that so interesting?
Give me one moment.
Objection counts as an
Statement of fact is always interesting when he hears it because he's not used to it. He's used to living by his delusion.
Yep.
Empty in here.
Yeah, no one's on his side though. He's over here.
I don't understand. I don't understand how after 2 months this guy still doesn't know what the fucking Miranda's for.
He doesn't want to admit that he's wrong.
I'm
He hasn't
losing
ever
brain
admitted
cells
the
right
fact that
now.
he's wrong. He hasn't admitted
All right,
at
no
one
further
point
question.
that he was wrong.
Alright,
in
British-
any podcast.
individuals in the gallery, please make sure you're whispering. I can hear you up on the bench.
Oh shit.
Sorry, my bad.
Redirect.
Yeah, just a couple.
Oh no. Wait, was that
Chief
loud?
Moss,
Wait, was I
Dominic asked
yelling
you
or was
about
I
the
talking normal?
Approval process of warrants.
Okay.
Do the police operate under the assumption that they're being given the whole story when looking at warrants?
Yes.
The police assume the person writing the warrant is operating in good faith.
Yes.
Would a command member know to look for a private report?
Unless they were made aware of it, no.
When was the LSPD first made aware of Dominic's private report?
The night that the docket posting was being filed.
So after the arrest of the plaintiffs?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. No further questions.
All right, is Chief Moss marked for recall by the defense?
Sure.
Okay. Ms. Moss, you remain under oath for the remainder of these proceedings, okay? Plaintiff's next witness.
Yo.
Do you have a preference?
Holy.
We're both going on?
Yeah, because you did say how like this
stay
impacted you.
Why?
The plaintiff calls Finley Milton to the stand.
All right. Mr. Milton,
Would
come
like
on up.
the court to recognize it's his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday!
You know what?
Court
The
on your
court ordered
birthday?
the entire courtroom is going to sing you happy birthday right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Restaurant
shit.
style.
Alright.
Who wants
Let's
to lead
get
us? Aaron, why don't you go ahead and lead us in song?
Does that include the defense?
Yeah, everybody's involved. Let's go.
Who's
Mayor, kick
leading?
us off.
And then
The mayor.
Nino.
Seems fitting.
You want me to start it off?
I will
Yeah.
actually be pissed off.
Okay, absolutely. The mayor of Los Santos is running for re-election. Will absolutely. You want to get on the mic? You can hear me from over here.
Sure, yeah. Let's get this as audible as possible to the mic.
All right.
There, sure.
All right. Is this thing on? Hello?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right. All right. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Finley Milton. Happy birthday to you. Be sure to vote at the ballots downstairs.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nino.
All right.
That was really cool of you, actually. I appreciate that.
Anytime.
Thank you.
How's how's Mopec been working out for you, Finley?
No, okay, no, we're not. We're gonna, yeah.
Amazingly, by the way.
Alright, you can proceed with questions when you're ready.
Okay.
Don't go
Mr.
after
Milton,
them.
how's Mopec been going for you?
It's amazing. It's awesome. I love it.
I don't know.
You gotta.
There's no. This is direct at
I'll
home.
give you this
Scope
one for free,
of life.
Dominic. It's relevance you're looking
I'm sorry,
for, but it's on the
what
record.
did I say? Yeah, what am I saying? Yeah.
You know, but,
That was a little bit
Mr. Milton, are you
It's
familiar with
hire
how you're
someone
here
who knows those things.
Yeah. It's
Six would be
been plaguing
crazy.
me for the last
Wait, I'm
few
sorry, what
months.
was
I wanted
that?
to Get it over with.
Wait, what did Silas?
Double check the date on one
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, be sure to go downstairs and get over the ballot.
Yeah, sure.
Were you arrested
Oh,
on the
fuck.
6th of August?
Yeah,
Mr.
let the
Rhodes?
record show Mopec has been amazing. Yeah.
That was the one following the big shootout?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
And what happened to you as a result of that arrest?
As a result of that arrest, I think I was held in prison under investigation. I was interrogated. I was charged over $100,000. I think there was like a bail condition as well at one stage. There was a whole lot of shit that went on that kind of inhibited my daily.
Wait,
operations.
nah.
And I got shot.
Wait. Oh,
Sorry to hear
shit.
that.
Simon
How
Riley?
long were you in prison?
Oh, my God. Wait, that's like how much I
Oh my
have,
God.
except positive.
Unironically,
Really
I've spent
close.
so much time in prison, it all just kind of blends
Wait,
together, so I
what
couldn't
the
say for
fuck?
certain off the top of my head how long I was in there. You know, once
Wait,
you do
what
30
the?
years
Wait,
for
he didn't
something, everything
actually
else is just
tweet
kinda
that,
like,
did he?
You know, you
Fair
just
enough.
don't really acknowledge it.
Did you end up getting charged?
Oh, it's
for the
fake.
reasons you were arrested?
Oh.
It depends. I got charged for
Wait, is
the
this
incidents that
fake?
transpired on the day of my arrest, which was, I think, like 18 attempted murders of a government employee, which got bumped down, I think, a few because officers didn't put their statements in the report or something, and that was settled in court. But I was not charged for the warrant that led to the entire operation happening. In the
I think
first
it
place.
is. Wait, it's
Do you know why
not.
you weren't charged?
I was not
Ah!
charged because the court case that, you know, or the warrant, the charges that were being levied against me were dropped by the police department.
You explained what happened after your arrest. How did that impact you?
Wait.
Well, I got shot. That sucks. I nearly died, so that's, you know, not very good. In fact, I would say that is pretty bad. I operate a business. I'm the owner of Milton's Mods, and I was not able to operate that business during the time that I was incapacitated from being shot and also incarcerated because of a warrant that didn't actually end up coming to fruition. I was set back $100,000, impacting my daily life, meaning I couldn't even go to the food court to buy a meal. You know, I was a brokey. Very, very not good. I couldn't maintain my cars because I had no money. Even though I own a repair shop, I still believe in the fact that you know, you pay for what you do. I'm not going to take any freebies or anything like that just because it's convenient. And that's, you know, obviously a personal thing about myself. but I will say that it definitely impacted my daily life greatly, and the fact that I
Yeah.
could not perform my daily things to my usual extent.
This $100,000. How long were you? How long was it taken from you?
How long was it taken from me?
Yes.
I believe how long did it take for me to get the money back?
Yes. Essentially.
Minusing the cost of daily living and everything like that, I don't, I spend a lot of money on things like the shop and, investments into there, and a lot of that comes from my own personal money. So for my own personal bank account to recover to that state, it took until we settled with the LSPD, and I got $100,000 from back, which went directly into nullifying my debt basically to the state.
So
Oh,
you were never refunded the
shit.
$100,000?
No, I got $100,000 from a settlement with the LSPD. I never received.
Oh,
I got refunded, I
no.
think, a few attempted murder charges. But the initial charge that I got for the shootout was slightly over 100,000, if I'm remembering correctly, including possession charges and everything. So, essentially, with the refund from the first court case, where a few of the charges were knocked off, and then with the settlement, it basically set me back to even in terms of where I was before. So it took that long.
Okay. You mentioned you were on bail for a point. How did that impact you?
Well, I was told that at any given point, officers could just come up and search me. As someone that has had many instances of police abusing their authority and everything like that, it was kind of a fucking nightmare. A lot of these things aren't on record, but I will just say from my personal experience, even when I was working as an EMS, cops have, treated me incredibly harshly. They've gone after me for certain things. I think if you look through the fucking records, there was a court case that I had because I contested some charges, I think, while I was EMS or shortly after being fired, which ended up not going through because they were done, again, in bad faith. So having to subject myself, again, to officers that may be acting in bad faith, again, obviously, it puts a guy on edge. You start getting paranoid. You start thinking everyone's out to get you, and, like, especially the people that are meant to be out there doing their civic duty and protecting you. So it's just kind of a fucking stress to live through, thinking that at any given point, a cop could come up, abuse their rights, and then all of a sudden you're going back for however, God knows how long, with however much of a fucking hole in your pocket.
Would you describe the overall impact on your life as a negative one?
Definitely.
Circle back to the arrest and the investigation. Do you know who led that investigation?
Dominic Rhode.
Can you point to him in the courtroom today? The records show that Mr. Milton identified the defendant.
So noted.
Has Mr. Rhodes apologized to you?
No.
Has he seemed accountable for his actions?
No. From what I've seen from his court cases and his actions prior to the incidents, he has no accountability for what he has done. And in fact, he defends everything that he does to the very end, including, even if it makes himself look like the biggest fool on planet Earth.
No further questions for Mr. Milton at this time.
All right, cross-examination.
Oh, see what he's got cooked up.
Oh, we're getting close again.
I just wanted to smell your breath. All right.
You could
Kinda
probably
weird.
done that from
Objection
the table.
creepy.
Kind of weird.
Fair, Your Honor. Totally
Great
fair.
start.
Sorry, no offense, Finn. I know it's your birthday. Didn't give
What
a
the
shit,
hell?
But your breath does stink.
What the hell?
All right, Finley. I'd like to direct your attention to report 8272 that surrounds his warrant.
Oh, shit. Do I have to look through papers?
Just a little bit of evidence in there.
Okay, so do you want me to find the papers right now? It might take a second.
And that's okay.
So on the docket, it's going to be Plaintiff's A.
Plaintiff's A. Okay, give me one. It's a big docket now because everyone was
It's the
yapping in
very
there.
first post, so it should
Okay,
be pretty easy
thank
to find.
God. Thank God, because that That shit was going on forever. I was like in bed at like 5 in the morning getting fucking notifications about this, that. Oh, I was just fucking okay, good. I'll have a look.
I'm doing SAB RP.
Who is this?
Okay, 8272, yes?
You can send this photo to Sab later.
Cool, I got it.
I got you, Sab. Hey, what's going on, baby? I noticed you've been
Alright,
playing that
so I
MMO
want
in
you to
that
look
duck game
right at the
yesterday.
bottom, and you're
It's
gonna
so
see,
hot.
evidence relating to
I'm a big fan.
Skinny.
Objection.
Maybe I
state.
can join you one day.
See where he's going. They didn't ask about any of this.
Well, you're talking about how my actions have led to you, being XYZ, and I just want to show the court what your actions have done.
Mr. Milton is not on trial.
Oh, is he live right now?
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Oh
sustained.
no!
Ultimately, it sounds like it's going into
Yeah, feel free.
the counterclaim, which was dismissed.
Someone
so
sent a
the
good, well-clipped one.
matters.
So it's
relevant
just
to
the
that are
little
not going to be
message.
relevant to the initial claim itself. So it'll be sustained.
Damn.
All right. No further questions.
Okay. Any redirect? Well, I guess there wasn't any.
Yeah,
actual
can't do any
questions.
redirect.
Yep. All right. Very good. Is Finley marked for recall by the defense?
Nope.
Okay. Mr. Milton, you may step down. Thank you.
That's it.
Yep.
I didn't
That's
even
your
get to talk
part done.
shit. Thank you, Judge.
No worries. Next witness from the plaintiff.
Wait, was I meant to swear in?
You did, didn't you?
No, they didn't. Wait, did I?
I don't
Did I swear in?
I believe we did, but if
I
we
swear
did
on
not...
Kiva. Okay, well, everything I
Okay.
said is true. I swear on Kiva.
All right. Do me a favor, just for sake of the record, do me a favor and raise your left arm up to the sky for me, Finn. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you just gave in its entirety was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you Kiva?
I do.
Oh,
with
look,
all of my
Nerd
heart.
Squad's got it.
Just in case that wasn't done, for the record, it has been.
That's a
done.
great-
The testimony
Very
that has
Trido.
been given is considered
Wait,
sworn
Mean Girl
testimony under
Twatter needs
penalty
to
of
chill? Wait, what happened?
perjury. The next witness.
That
from the
mask
state,
must
please.
stink? Wait.
Plaintiff. The plaintiff calls Nana Banana to stand.
All right, Nana, come on up.
Alrighty.
Are we able to go? Never.
You need a little pee break, sir.
You need a break, you said?
He was gonna ask a question.
No,
Yeah, we
no,
could-
sorry.
Sorry,
Go
did
ahead.
you need a moment before we start questioning?
Dominic?
I just
Oh
want
no, sorry. I thought you were talking. No, I'm fine. I
No,
was
okay.
going to object, but then I realized.
Oh. All right. As soon as you're comfortable, go ahead and raise your.
Are
arm
you
to the
wearing
sky
a
for me,
diaper?
please, as best you can.
What the fuck?
I was about to say I don't have much on
Yeah,
my
I know that as best as you can. I understand. All right. Do you swear from the testimony
How do
that you were about
you-
to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you harms?
Yes, sir.
All right. Very good. This witness is sworn in. You may proceed with questioning when you're
The
ready.
fuck does this look like a
How
diaper
you doing,
tour?
Nana?
I'm okay.
Bro, what do you like? Is your wait? Are your
Alright.
are your eyeballs
Are you familiar with
only
why we're here?
480p?
Very much so.
Were you arrested by Dominic Rhodes on the dating question?
Was I arrested by him on the data question?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was the exact officer who arrested me, but yeah, basically, yeah. Because he led
Okay.
everything I did.
Do you know what you were arrested for?
Murder of Chastity Marie Sanders.
Wait, ass from here. What the fuck?
What happened after you were arrested?
When I got arrested, they took me after I got medical treatment because I got shot a lot. So then we got treated, and then we got the MRPD, and I was put in, and I sat in there for probably close to an hour, and then Rhodes interrogated me, and then I.
And said
Okay,
any day?
let's,
Oh shit! Hell yeah,
Let's
baby.
talk about the interrogation. In the testimony of Chief Moss.
Wait, let me see.
and during cross-examination,
response?
Dominic Rhode referenced part of the interrogation. Do you
What do you
recall
mean,
that
Dom?
part
Is
he
there a way to
mentioned?
do it?
What's going on, baby? I noticed you've been
Alright.
playing that MMO.
The part where he
game
says,
yesterday. It's so hot.
"Did you understand your rights?"
Big fan.
That's funny.
Maybe I'll join you one day.
What did he say?
Oh shit! Anytime, man.
The exact words were, "With these rights in mind, you still have to
You
continue
took peep-
talking to me."
Silly, please.
Did you believe him?
Well, yeah, because the way I hear the way I understand that question is, even if you with these rights in mind, meaning you understand your rights, but with it in mind, you still have to keep talking to me. So I didn't know that that wasn't okay because I didn't study in law school or nothing. So I didn't know that I didn't have to continue talking to him because he said, with it in mind, you still have to talk to me.
Did him being a police officer lead you to believe that?
Absolutely. I'm in interrogation. I have to do what he says.
Hey, Nino.
I don't want to get myself in trouble.
My name's Apple. I just want to let you know, is it like normal for cops to call people and say you're a dumbass, come pick up your car, you fucking moron?
Who said that to you?
I don't know his name, but I have his number.
Send it to me. Make a note in your text message, roughly what time it happened. Take a photo when the call came in, and send that to me too.
Okay, all right, I will. All right,
Okay,
thank you.
beautiful. Thank you. Bye.
I got sent up to the prison on a very long hold, and then when I got out of prison, I was on a bail.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. Did you sorry. How long were you sent up to prison?
Oh God, I've never been in prison for so long in my whole life. I don't know the exact amount of time, but I was in there a very, very, very long time.
Okay. And then you said you were on bail, is that correct?
Yeah, we were placed on bail afterwards until the court hearing for the shootout stuff and the murder charges, but those were dropped, so it was only for the shootout that we went to court for.
Okay.
Apple? Who the fuck is Apple?
How did all this impact you?
I mean, it was scary, you know. I'm scared that when I was on
Apple
Green,
Green?
it wasn't a pleasant experience being in prison for so freaking long. And then when I get out, I'm afraid I sneezed in the wrong direction and I'm gonna get arrested.
Oh, this guy.
My bail and getting sent back up to the prison.
Zeke Apple Rosario Kasim.
My parole officer
Jamestown.
every like 5 minutes asking him like, if I do this, am I gonna go? Is that breaking my bail? If I do that, because I was terrified that I was gonna somehow break my bail and get sent up into the prison again.
Was your
I
quality?
couldn't live my life.
Yeah. Was your quality of life worse because of it?
Yeah, I was under so much stress.
So do you recall
8853.
if any of your property was searched as a result of this?
Yeah, my property and all my cars.
Okay. Do you remember the ruling of that at the appeal you had?
What does that mean?
During the appeal of your charges, first time you went to court, do you recall what the ruling was on that search?
For the search, I don't remember. I can't recall.
No, that's fine. Did you end up getting charged with murder?
No, I did not. I did not get charged for murder.
Okay. Why not?
The way that the officer, the chief of police, Miss Daisy Moss, the way she explained it to me was basically, what's that? I forget what the term is or whatever, but it was bad faith or whatever that the warrants were placed for.
What the fuck?
Because of that, because there was too much bad stuff that was going on with it, too much hidden stuff and everything, so they were just dropping the charges because it was crazy.
Okay. Has Mr. Rhodes apologized to you for any of this?
No.
Has he taken accountability for his actions?
None that I've seen.
No further questions for you, Nana.
Okay.
All right, cross-examination.
Nana, you ever been arrested before?
Yes.
Objection scope?
The scope is her understanding of her rights.
All right. In
And
addition
this
to that,
lady-
she did already answer the question, so we'll go ahead and continue from there. But yes, Miss Banana, if you do want to wait a moment before answering questions so that it gives your attorney an opportunity to object. Thank you.
I apologize, I'm a little nervous.
Oh, you're good. No worries. We would take a deep breath to slow down a little bit. Oh, you're all good. No worries.
Okay.
Next
All right,
3
you can
months,
continue.
public
How many times have you been
servant
arrested?
is going to be the definition.
Fair amount, would you say? A good number of.
Yo, Tony.
Objection vague.
I'm just asking you. Have you been arrested more than 3 times?
Yeah, that there's no pending objection to that one. That's a different question.
At least 3 times you asked me?
Yeah, more than 3 times. 3 or more times.
Mm,
Let me rephrase. 3 or more times. Yeah. What about more than 5?
Yes.
Would you say 10 or more?
Yeah, the setup I have in mind is
Would it be fair to
really
say you've
good.
Been arrested at least 10 times.
You just asked that and you got a don't know answer. Asked and answered.
I'll be sustained. She says she doesn't know if it was 10 or more.
Okay. You've been Mirandized before I did. Have you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall approximately how many times you've been Mirandized?
Whenever I'm arrested.
Okay. So you've been Mirandized at least 5 times, possibly 10 or more times.
Is that a question?
Yes, it's a question.
I mean, at least 5.
Okay. Would you say then? Let me rephrase. All right. So you've been Mirandized at least 5 times. Then, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions.
All right, redirect.
Give me a moment to think on whatever that was.
I'll go into details
Yeah,
later. I don't want to.
no,
It's
it's
a
okay to
little
what
late,
Rose
but
was
I've
saying.
got some ideas for it. And
when
think
you
of
were
it
arrested in
as
the
both
past, did
an
any of those
incentive
officers
and
say
a
you had to speak with
punishment
them?
baked in. I'm going to be coming at it from a couple angles, so no one incident feels too
Apart from Mr. Rhodes?
damning.
Okay. If they had said that, would you believe them?
Prior to now, yes, I would have, because I didn't realize that that's not okay.
No further questions.
All right, is Miss Banana marked for recall by the defense?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Banana, you are excused. However, you remain under oath for the remainder of these proceedings, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next witness from the plaintiff, if there is
Did I
any.
do okay?
You mark it for recall too?
The plaintiff has no further witnesses and will point out evidence in our closing.
All right, very good. You resting your case in chief at this time then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Excellent.
Is he griefing on
defense
her?
case in chief, when you're ready, unless anybody needs
Who,
a short break
Rhodes?
before we jump to defense case in chief.
I don't know why he recalled 2 witnesses.
Hearing a no.
No, he
request
recalled
for
Moss
one, we'll
too.
Go ahead and continue through.
She still would have would have
I'm
exercised
going to
resign
call
if
myself to the
he
stand, Your
didn't
Honor,
say you have to
to
keep
testify in
speaking
the
to
narrative.
me.
Yep, that's fine. We'll accept your narrative testimony, or you
Hey,
can do
Rhodes,
the body
what did you
trial,
do?
so you can question.
I don't know,
yourself. It's up
Rhodes.
to you.
Wow.
Wait, did he?
Is he gonna get off the stand to ask the question and then go sit back down in the chair each time? Like what?
Wait, what did he say about the mayor thing,
Do
chat?
we have any volunteers in the
This
crowd?
means I get to cross-examine, Your Honor, yes?
Yes, you will get to cross.
Oh, he's gonna tear
Did he
the
say
bitch. I
strike the
can't wait for
mayor's
this.
testimony? Is that what he said? I heard mayor, but I tuned in too late.
And then I can
He's
redirect
pushing
myself.
himself.
He's just gonna
Yes.
give a narrative.
Robin, you may also object during the narrative testimony if you hear
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
you would like stricken. Yep, yep.
I wonder if he's up there as
All
Dominic.
right, Rhodes, you getting comfortable? You standing? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna stand, sir, if that's
All
okay.
right. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and raise your left arm up to the sky for me. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but
Oh,
the truth, under
narrative.
the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you harms?
I sure do, Your Honor.
Very good. Witness is so sworn in, and you may proceed with your narrative testimony when you're ready. Keep in mind I'm writing, so please speak at a pace accordingly. Thank you.
Very well, sir. If I'm speaking too fast, please let me know. All right. So, first, I want to talk about the warrants that were. As Judge Weiss ruled in the People versus Dominic Rhodes, probable cause write-up cannot be considered evidence. So, my altering of it should not be at issue.
Wait, is he questioning or is this a narrative?
From that ruling, there is no basis to consider the
Narrative.
warrants invalid. Now, even if they somehow were, as an officer, it was not my responsibility to sign off on warrants. I was only a full officer, not a sergeant plus. That's command's job, right? Command is sergeant plus in the LSPD. I brought warrants that I, in good faith, believed to be valid, and they were approved. Now, finally, the edit that I made to the probable cause statement, that was saved less than 90 seconds after I initially added it. All information that was removed from that statement was still available in the same report. I only removed it because I felt that I should have written it that way to begin with, right? If the first version of the probable cause statement was originally written to exactly match the final version, there would have been no complaint. There would have been no complaints. Which
Objection,
to me,
speculation.
that's how could there be speculation?
You're asserting what other people would do.
I'm not asserting it. This is literally what happened, right? That is what occurred.
He used an if-then.
There were
So
no complaints.
you can say that there were no complaints, specifically
Pretty
the part
speculative.
that had it been written that way originally, there would have been no complaints. That is inherently speculation, right?
Yeah.
You can't
Well, Your
specify
Honor.
what there would have been. Go ahead. I'll hear a response on it if you have one.
Yes, sir. So there were no complaints because that's how it was written, right? The only time there was a complaint was when the edit history was checked. So if I had written it that way originally, there would have been no complaints, sir.
Robin,
Again,
you got a-
speculation.
That's
Saying
not-
there
that's
there wouldn't
literally
have
what happened.
saying there wouldn't have been an alternate timeline is literally speculating.
No, it's how could it be speculation? That's what occurred. If the edit history was not checked, there was no. So there were no complaints as it was written. Somebody checked the edit history. They saw it was altered. Therefore, there was a complaint. If I had written it the current way as it was in the original version, there would have been no complaints because there's no complaint as it was currently written.
All right. Without anything that could be considered speculation, the point that's being made by Rhodes is noted by the court, and you can continue with your narrative testimony.
Thank you, Your Honor. Which to
Ha!
me indicates that the pearl clutching about this matter is totally absurd. All right.
What?
Now, as anyone can see, because evidence is on the docket, the Prodigyrp
Wait,
report did not
how is
contain
it
a
pearl
single
clutching?
shred of evidence that would suggest Finley, Milton, Nana Banana, or Sean McQuillan were not guilty in the murder of Chassie Marie Sanders and attempted murders of Ben Silly-Sy and Sage Carter. In no world could this, the contents of this report have prevented those warrants from being issued. Now, I'd like to move on to Nana Banana's rights being so-called violated. I'm going to read the case law for Miranda versus Arizona. Miranda v. Arizona, all right?
Yes, that was not.
Miranda v. Arizona, 1966. It's from within our own legislation.
You're reading
Any
the entire case law, or just
No, no, no.
Alright,
Of course
okay.
not. No,
Alright,
just the
thank
blurb
you.
on our
Alright,
MDT.
very good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Any statements that a defendant in custody makes during interrogation are admissible as evidence at criminal trial only if law enforcement told the defendant of the right to remain silent and the right to speak with an attorney before the interrogation started, and their rights were either exercised or waived in a knowing, voluntary, intelligent manner. Right? Nana positively acknowledged her rights. When I said what I
Oh
said
my
about
God.
her having to speak with me because no attorney was available, I meant that she'd have to speak with me alone if she wished to continue speaking with me at all. Obviously,
why
as
did
she
you
had
say
already
that?
acknowledged her rights, I felt that I didn't need to explicitly spell that out. Now, I never attempted to supply statements from Nana's interrogation to the court. The interrogation was known to the defendants in that case, and we could have offered the video if they wanted to use it. We had no use for her statements. Therefore, her Mirandization, even if it were improper, which I don't believe. Oh, excuse me.
Now he's getting
this has been a
mad.
little bit
Oh my God,
frustrating.
he's mad!
It's been frustrating. I'm sorry. It's been.
Did the Gooseman walk in?
He sees the goose man.
Oh, yeah. I've been going through a lot. I apologize for the outburst, Your Honor.
But that's my. You see, I love the
where was
exit
I?
bullet wound in Nino's back. By the way,
Mirandization, even if improper.
Yeah, therefore, Nana's Mirandization.
the bullet
even
wound
if
in
it
the
were
back
improper,
is
which
so
I don't believe
sick.
the law support is irrelevant. I did not attempt to use it at court. You know, you can't fault me for something that was not done.
Oh, yes, we can.
Now, regarding the redactions and Sage Carter's testimony, those are all in relation to one of the victims, right? Ben Sai. The reason why I redacted those was because Chastity was beloved in the city. I was concerned for Ben's safety. ADMC was already aware that Ben was the one that made the threatening call, but I don't believe that fact was ever well known within the city. And I was extremely concerned that an entity outside of the ADMC would try to attack him, which is why I did not try to bring charges against him for the criminal threats phone call. Further, I'm sure we can all agree that a phone call does not need to lead to the murder of 3 people. But I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one.
Did no one tell him what the phone
True.
I believe that's it.
Okay. Cross-examination.
Okay. Mr. Rhodes, did you tell Nana in interrogation she had to keep speaking with you?
The way it was phrased, it sounded that way.
Okay.
What? How else
you,
can you understand that phrase?
Should you have been more clear with your words?
Absolutely.
So you recognize that you made a mistake?
I recognize I should have been more clear with my words, but I don't recognize I made a mistake that would leave me civilly liable.
Okay, how else can you
Did
interpret that
provide
statement?
the interrogation to the defense?
I did not have an opportunity until the whole shitstorm happened. I was extremely. There was academy right after. I was just extremely busy. I didn't have
Let's
time
double
to
check
prepare
that
the
then.
video. Or, let's see what happened then. I provided the interrogation tape to Chief Moss and Assistant Chief Peters on their request.
Your Honor, are we allowed to reference the original case since it's public record?
Yeah, you can reference public record. That's fine.
Okay. Dominic, would you agree that the initial case was posted on 10th of August?
I'd have to check, but somewhere around there. Give me a second if you. August 10th, 8:24 a.m. UTC.
Okay. And when were the charges dropped?
I'd have to read.
Go for it.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense, Grand Snipe. That is why they should ask.
Looks like
I
August
don't
12th,
understand how you could ever imagine it in meaning that. You know what I mean?
So is it your testimony you didn't have
Not
time
you,
to
but I mean like anybody.
share evidence in those
I
two
don't
days?
understand how you could. You know
First
what I'm
off,
saying? How
Robin,
anyone could
the judge having
understand
accepted
that
it, and we have
to
up
be
until
the
48 hours before
intended
the
meaning.
trial commences to provide evidence. So no, I
No,
did not have
it's
time
not what
to do
I
that.
asked. Okay. Then why didn't you provide it initially?
I just told you I did not have time to provide it initially. I did not have it prepared yet.
Okay. Are you aware of the position of authority a police officer holds?
I don't remember the exact exception, but basically it's unclear.
It's unclear.
I'll rephrase. In your opinion, do police officers hold authority?
They can.
Damn thing to the 20 months.
Okay. Let's see.
Wait.
Mr. Rhodes, do you get to decide what is exculpatory evidence and what isn't?
Exculpatory evidence in this case, I believe, would be plain to see by anyone of reasonable mind.
That's not what I asked. Sorry, I guess I'll rephrase. Does the prosecution get to decide what is exculpatory evidence and what isn't?
I believe that the prosecution can assume what is exculpatory evidence and what is not. And if
Wait, there's
they are
already
found
marriage
to be
legislation.
wrong, then they can be held liable.
Were you held liable in this instance?
Not over exculpatory evidence.
Were you convicted of evidence tampering?
Of nothing that was exculpatory.
Were you convicted of evidence tampering?
Not over exculpatory evidence, but yes.
Okay. In your opinion, why were you convicted of evidence tampering?
A technicality in the law.
Technicality of what?
The judge said that because and correct me if I'm wrong, Your Honor, I believe this is what you said. Basically because I was the only one with access to the private report, even though I was the lead investigator on it and believed that I was the only one that needed to have access to it, that I withheld evidence for investigation. Even though, again, I was the only one that was the investigator.
So you don't believe that the defense should be aware of all evidence?
I did not believe that there was a necessity to show that evidence. And if I was wrong in the case of this city, then I would have provided it. I did not engage with any malintent.
I didn't know for the longest time the objective was literally trying to find the line.
Mr. Rhodes, did you conceal evidence?
Literally not malintent.
Conceal no.
Yeah, I don't know what he's cooking.
Burning it.
Then why did you refuse to hand the private report over to the chief of police?
I was concerned for Ben's Elisai's safety.
So you concealed evidence?
I wouldn't have considered that.
Did the courts?
Again, I actually objection as an answer.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Do any of you guys have food?
In regards to the
not here, but I can
warrants,
get some.
did you provide all the evidence to your
Oh, that'd be
commanding
amazing.
members?
Just meet me at the.
Any evidence that was related that was
Wait,
necessary
ignore
for the probable
text from
cause,
2
yes.
months ago.
I did not leave out any exculpatory evidence whatsoever.
Did you give them the private report?
Again, objection. as an
Sorry.
answer.
Oh.
I haven't asked.
Can
about
you
the
stop these?
commanding members if they were given the private report. I
Okay,
asked
the only
specifically about
question
Chief
was
Moss.
Yeah. That'll be overruled.
Did you give your commanding members the private report?
Oh.
If you include Moss, yeah.
Did you give the people reviewing the warrants the private report?
As it did not contain exculpatory evidence, I didn't think it was necessary.
What are they saying on Twitter?
Again, with the okay. Are you sorry for your actions?
Oh!
Objection,
Oh!
negative, objection,
Ah, shit! Yo! She responded with my quote!
How's it relevant?
We're seeking punitive damages, and if the court finds that Mr. Rhodes has acted in bad faith or like liable for punitive damages, his attitude
sorry, what was
towards
that?
his actions will
Outside the
speak
nose,
to
take it
the
to the
level
right.
of punitive
Oh, yeah.
damages awarded in this case. A remorseful person versus one who doesn't take accountability.
Legend. Oh my god, that's so much food.
In what way do you feel it's ambiguous?
Am I sorry for my actions?
I can narrow down the actions if that's.
This is a cool drink name, Chiliad Water.
Are you sorry for concealing evidence?
Objection. Calls for conclusion.
Thank you.
Oh god, he did it. He fucking did it.
Without making determinations as to what his actions constituted, whether it constituted concealing or not, you can ask him about the actions themselves.
Even though it was ruled in criminal court that he did conceal evidence?
For the sake of
Right? Was that
not
really
being argumentative and
necessary?
having the
Wait.
questions be appropriate for this case, we'll,
Damn,
we'll
Weiss
Okay.
is giving
go
him
ahead
a
and
lifeline
rephrase it.
here.
I think you can
Are
ask
you
the question
sorry for
better.
not handing over the private report?
I don't think of it in terms of that. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, right? If in this city, every tiny little piece of shred of evidence, regardless of how important it is or not, if, for example, Finley farts and I have to write that down, and if I don't include that, suddenly I'm evidence tampering, then yes, I would include every little thing. Otherwise,
I don't know.
no, I used what I believe was common sense, as it is in every other city, and saw there's no exculpatory evidence, and therefore I did not include it and would not have felt sorry.
Wait,
But
this is a
in this
real
case-
website. What is this?
If that's what's expected of us, then sure, I would have included it.
Okay. We heard testimony from Chief Moss about how there were multiple red flags that came up to her, and one of those was you not handing over the private report. And she testified to that it may have changed the outcome had it been done beforehand. You regret not doing it sooner?
I believe the LSPD did a poor job of its investigation and really dropped the ball.
Weren't you LSPD when it was going on?
Are you
Weren't
aware the
lead?
LSPD has already taken
Yeah,
accountability
yeah.
and settled?
No, when I say this investigation, I mean the investigation into
Oh my
action.
god.
See. You sought any restitution for that?
No, I did not. Because I quit.
Why did you quit?
because like I said, I believe they really dropped the ball. I didn't have faith in the LSPD under that leadership.
Did the LSPD have faith in you?
That's no, I mean clearly not, but that doesn't mean that they're right.
Damn.
Isn't she marked for recall?
Oh my oh.
Actually,
oh my god, she's gonna be able to cook them.
The LSPD High Command.
Yeah.
Not
Boss, I
necessarily
think
the
you're
LSPD
marked
as a
for
whole.
recall.
The chief is here.
Thank you for noting that the chief is here. I do, in fact, remember that she was here testifying earlier, but thank you for pointing that out to the court. I don't know what I would have done without you.
You're welcome.
Do you want me to answer that question about whether or not the LSPD had faith in him?
Yes, he did answer the question.
You gotta run?
Would you do anything differently if you did this again?
Like I said, if it seems to be that we have to include every little shred, absolutely. And of course, I would have been clearer in the statement that I made to Nana that was in question. Like I said, I just honestly misspoke. That was not my intention to convey that meaning, but I also don't believe I should be civilly or criminally liable for that.
Let's see. Keep using this phrase, every little shred. Are multiple witness statements a little shred of evidence?
They were not witness statements. They were not witnesses to the crime itself.
So, okay, maybe I'm confused. If these witness statements weren't important, then why didn't you just hand them over?
Again, it wasn't a matter of handing them over or not. Okay.
Okay.
What was that question was the report, and I was essentially asked and answered, right?
I don't think I've really asked this
Yeah, I
with the
think this is
context
slightly-
of
yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, as I stated earlier, I was concerned for Ben's safety. That is all about the report. There's nothing wrong with those witness statements one way or the other. They are not statements that were witnesses of the murder and attempted murders of Chastity, Ben, and Say.
Okay. So you thought handing the report over to the chief of police would put someone in danger?
It was going to be it was going to be in the MDT, the name, and I made a promise to Ben that I would do everything I could to ensure
Yeah.
Even committing a crime?
everything within reason.
What the fuck?
I too think crime is reasonable.
Just saying.
Enough with the operation in the after courtroom. Next
there
one will
was
be met
to-
with contempt. Sorry.
There
go ahead.
was
Oh,
there's
what
talk of
the fuck?
redactions. Do you recall those redactions? Not the contents, but
Bruh.
just that they were there.
They were all related to Ben.
Hmm.
Him making the phone call.
Did you? I'm sorry. I guess. Are you
Hold
aware
on.
of how Hobbs sealing works?
I'm sorry?
I'll take that as a no. Unless you
Is that
misheard
something
me.
that we have in the city?
Yes.
Not under the exact name, but the concept, yes.
Yeah. Did you make any requests to the courts to redact any names or statements?
I had not gotten to that point in where it would be fully considered. Like I said, we were in a rush. Well, not like I said, but we were in a rush to get the thing on the docket. And we didn't. I didn't have time to cross all the T's and dot all the I's to fully include all the evidence and see if there's anything else that was necessary.
Oh, so you
Nobody-
admit you didn't include all the evidence.
No, what I mean is, you asked about the interrogation tape earlier, right? And again, Robin, 48 hours until trial.
Yes, I'm aware how this story works.
I have
One of
plenty
us is,
time.
at
There's
least.
not even a judge yet.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's see. So you made those
Yo, I
redactions.
gotta
for
get.
speaking- Is that correct?
Why would I did not believe. Again, it was a private.
It's so
report
dumb and
that
so
I
funny,
was
bro.
including elements from into the incident report. I did not receive any objection from fellow officers. Multiple command members apparently had read it. Nobody mentioned anything about it to me. So,
Oh God.
I don't know.
Those are bad choices.
I had no idea I'd have to get the court involved if that is true at all.
So.
Oh shit!
Is your testimony that if you don't know about,
I will
a
make
legal
sure to
process,
ensure my holy
then you'd have to find
vote
out
goes
about
to my
before-
blessed
later?
child. Heaven is glorious and golden as always. I'm on my
I
own
don't
quest
know
now.
about a legal
Remain a
process, maybe
jetpack
LSPD
so I
should
can
train
keep the
for it.
city. Oh,
Kind of similar to how someone may not know that their rights have been
Ooh.
violated until later on.
it may be worth taking
her rights
to
are violated.
water
Damn.
tithings.
You know what? You're voting for what you want.
That's my damn right. As a little
Did you change anything in the report to? Sorry, how? Let me think of how to phrase this.
Oh my God! Could you
You gave
imagine?
testimony from the chief of police that you were, quote unquote, overly invested.
Yeah,
Would you
till
agree with
Sunday.
that?
Nope.
Why not?
Could you imagine if it
I was just a
deteriorated?
detective investigating a case.
Oh no! It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle. You probably parked
Do you have
it.
any relation to the deceased?
It's not an item.
We were loosely friends, but
No,
so was
Kyle
every other
is
cop
running
at
for the
shady
north. We're
shifts
running in
and
the
stuff
south.
like that.
Loose here his lips with all the blabbing he's doing.
Much fucking longer.
God only knows.
Did you, man?
Oh my god.
I asked Finn if it would be maybe 10, 15 minutes, and he said yes, and it's been 30 minutes.
Things changed.
You sorry
man.
that your actions caused the charges to get dropped?
First off, objection. Actually, no, I'm going to answer this. My actions did not cause that. The actions of the High Command at LSPD caused that.
Things are different.
I'm gonna think about some water.
Sorry, but
What were the high command of LSPD reacting to?
You said Benny or Tilly?
what the hell?
They were reacting to their misinformed understanding of how I was conducting my investigation.
Okay. Use the word misinformed. It's been prevalent throughout all the times we've been in court here. Do you think you were in the right?
I didn't do anything wrong. The closest thing that would have been at issue at all was
guys remember we have
the way I
2 more
phrased that one
witnesses
thing
after
to
this?
Nana. But again, that was not something that I believe is
Yeah, he didn't mention
correct under the law,
recall.
nor should I be held civilly liable for that.
Oh man.
So everyone else is wrong. You're in the right.
I hope Moss gets a chance
this
to
case,
say
yeah.
how much faith the
No
PD
further
had in
questions on
him.
that.
Of course, I value your life as a.
Can he redirect himself?
What the hell? If I die, it's because of border.
All right, redirect narrative, I suppose.
Can I object to anything? Can I help you?
No.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I was saying, there's no exculpatory evidence, right? Probable cause statement, if I wrote that to begin with, the way intended, non-issue.
It's a good Scrabble
You know,
word.
worst thing, with Ben, the redactions, just trying to save a man's life. You know, real sorry about trying to save a man's life.
Hello, Susie.
And yeah,
Hi guys.
beyond that,
Oh.
you know, yes, Robin, I think that if the LSPD actually made a real good faith investigation into who I am, what I was trying to do, and actually put away 3 alleged murderers instead of a petty charge on a technicality for an officer, somebody on their team, I think this city would have been much better off.
Okay, that except.
Okay, don't go boosting before we.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Before this is over, we're gonna need you.
Okay, but if it
All right, thank you. Any additional witnesses from the defense? You may step down. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, the two marked for recall, not recalling either of them?
No, I'm good. Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. The witnesses that were marked for recall, you are excused.
Motion for sanctions on Mr. Rhodes. Seems like he kept the chief of police Marcia to be petty.
Objection calls for speculating that.
I don't know if you could object to that.
All right, let me
if you
ask
want to bring up
this.
petty,
I would like to
uh,
agree with
marking
Robin
Moss for
here.
recall?
I'm sorry, sir?
What was the purpose of marking Moss for recall?
I thought I might end up needing her testimony, depending on how Robin and I interacted.
I don't see how there could have been testimony that. I don't know how there could have been testimony that came out from Mr. Rhodes that could have satisfied something that came from the chief of police.
You brought up the chief multiple times, and if I needed to clarify something, I would have used her.
All right. It is his right to mark somebody for recall, given the uncertainties of what might come out in testimony. I understand there might have potentially been an ulterior motive behind that. However, it's not enough to issue sanctions, so that motion will be overruled.
Wait, what just happened? I spaced out.
Miss Moss, you
the
are
judge
free to
asked
go,
him
though,
if he
thank you
wanted
for
to
your
bring
time
back
today.
any of the people he
Yeah,
marked for
thanks.
recall, and he said no. And Robin motioned
Sorry,
to
Chief.
sanction Rhodes for wasting
Thank you,
Moss's
Chief.
time.
With no further witnesses from the
But
defense, is
the
the
judge
defense
didn't go through with
making
it
its case
because at the end of the day, like
Alright,
other
very good.
testimony could have
Are
came
both
up
sides ready to
that
proceed to
would
closing
have
arguments, or do you
either
need a moment to
increased or
prepare?
decreased his need
I
of
am.
Moss in recalls. So
Sure.
in theory, it makes sense, but
Okay.
it was probably
Go ahead,
petty
Robin.
that he
Alright.
did it.
Okay, Your Honor, today we have heard the case of someone who just doesn't understand the law. Mr. Rhodes thinks that he gets to decide what is exculpatory and what is not. And ultimately, the man was convicted of evidence tampering in the case which caused the arrest. and subsequent
Yo,
hold
Smell,
and
thank you for the
bail
5 months,
of Finley,
man.
Milton, and Nana Banana. He did the case in bad faith. He withheld evidence. Your Honor, you are the one who decided that. In addition, Mr. Rhodes violated the rights of Nana Banana. He, in his position of authority as a police officer in an interrogation room while someone
Yo,
was facing murder
Fiend,
charges,
thank you,
told
man,
them,
for the gifted sub.
with these rights in mind, you have to keep speaking with me. As testified on the stand, Nana didn't realize that that wasn't the case. He even referenced that with these rights in mind, he used the rights as a way to make her speak. He then says, "Oh, I wasn't going to use the interrogation."
Wait, what has she been tweeting?
Didn't
Oh,
hand
what
it
the
over to
fuck?
the defense.
Bro,
Posted on the docket at all.
what the
In fact, in his docket post,
bruh.
it says he was willing to let them have it, as if
What
it was his
the
to keep.
fuck?
That is not the case. The man is like a dragon hoarding his gold, except instead of gold, it's evidence. Hopefully, we're here to slay that dragon today, and to hope he doesn't do this again to the rest of the city.
We dropped Slope on the floor.
Finley
Oh,
and Nana have
shit.
both spoken about how their lives are impacted by the bad faith investigation led by Mr. Rhodes. They were held for, less than 30 years, according to Finley, and Nana, a very long time. So long that they lost track of time. Mr. Milton, lost money. He only was made whole once the LSPD took accountability for their actions and
Wait,
something
vote
that
for
Mr.
my
Rhodes has
holy
refused to
child,
do,
amen.
and even
Nicholas.
tried to counterclaim in response. Mr. Rhodes acted in bad faith. He put people away for time that they shouldn't have been away for. Their lives are impacted. He's not sorry about his actions. He doesn't regret it. He thinks everyone's in the wrong. Even you, Your Honor. He's the one that's right. Everyone's wrong, except Dominic. Hopefully you're willing to do so. Make him see that. Thank you.
All right, defense closing.
Thank you, Your Honor. As we've seen today, there is no way that I could have conducted this investigation into Chastity's murder in bad faith. Clearly, there was no exculpatory evidence, but you don't have to take my word for it. You don't. Don't do that. All right? Just look on the doc. Read the private report for yourself. 9355. Now, regarding the oh so long time Finley and
Yo!
spent in prison. I believe they're called hag charges now.
That guy
Limits
cooked.
that to 12 hours.
Did you hear
Anything
that?
beyond that is beyond my control.
You know what this guy reminds me of?
That's up to
BCSO.
DOC, and or them if they decide to stay in there longer. I don't know how it works, frankly, because I've never been to prison.
I don't think he knew how it worked at all.
Yeah.
Go to prison for his evidence?
I don't.
You know,
how,
Because that
how,
felony thing.
I'm so confused.
how the
I
fuck
really,
does
truly
anything?
did
How is any of that
everything I
relevant?
could to see justice for Chastity.
Don't indulge Bo. Blue, don't
He just indirectly said,
I feel so betrayed.
"I fucking love the
That
Bible."
Not the crocodile tears, bro.
What the fuck?
Even call them goose tears for him.
It's crazy.
I
You
think
know,
I might get contempt, but I'm gonna have an outburst.
Don't blame you.
everything that. What the fuck was that?
All right.
Who
Sir,
throws a
leave the
shoe,
courtroom
honestly?
now. Individual in the red
My
tie,
head.
the skull mask, leave the courtroom now. I'll have you arrested for contempt of court.
Do it, no balls.
I appreciate you absolutely
That actually hurt my head.
Nobody feels sorry for you,
I'm
Rose.
sorry that you've had to put up with something.
I mean, I didn't have to put up with him that
Anyway,
long because he quit.
as I was saying,
Isn't
listen,
I've
Your
never
Honor,
been to courts. I mean, I've never
made
been to
the
jail.
argument
Therefore, I don't know the
multiple times
basics
on
of
the docket.
law
You've heard
enforcement.
a lot today. I didn't do anything that I should be held civilly liable for. I don't believe, with respect to Your Honor, that I did anything immoral that would have resulted in evidence tampering. I understand that technically, possibly under the letter of the law, that I may have met that threshold, but it certainly was not with any malintent, nor was it in bad faith. It's well known, as in currently in evidence in the docket, that the ADMC has been harassing me ever since the start of this case. And this is just another example of that. Thank you.
Wait.
I mean, since you
a
finished this
civil
question, I'm gonna
lawsuit
object
is
to that
harassment?
last
Is that what
part,
you just said?
'cause That's not an evidence at all.
Actually, it is.
No, I feel like he's just talking on his ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Weiss,
So
am I
absent the
still?
evidence that was put in, that was from the counterclaim, what part of the evidence specifically are you pointing to when you make that remark?
Your Honor, I thought we still left those in. That was it.
Which exhibit specifically, just so it's clear on the record? Since there is an objection. to
One
He
moment.
said that you guys have been harassing him, and this is just another one of those instances.
I never did once.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how is a civil lawsuit harassment? That's what that sentence implies.
Not be here, I would.
The only time
Yeah.
I've seen him or spoken to him is while we've been in this damn courtroom. If that's harassment, then goddamn, I'm using the nobody should be in court then.
Yeah, he tried to, like, part of his, like, countersuit was weaponizing the legal system. I said, if you're gonna do that,
B,
then sue
C, D, E, and K, all defendants.
That's not how the alphabet goes.
Without any
It's not how the alphabet
color
goes.
as to what those evidence show, the court will note that those were the exhibits that were being referenced. That remark was made. Is there any further objection from the plaintiff?
He just pointed to random report. I don't get it.
Robin, we good?
Yeah.
All right. The court is in recess while I deliberate. There's a lot of evidence to take a look at here, and I'm going to write up a pretty decent verdict here. So I expect it'll take about 15-20 minutes, be a little bit longer. What I'll do is, for anybody that needs to take a break, go get some food, whatever, I will post a court announcement 5 minutes before I read the verdict to give everybody an opportunity to return to the courtroom if you decide to leave in the meantime. Court is in recess.
Damn it.
Thank you,
Thank you, Your
Judge.
Honor.
I wanted to
Wait,
say,
he doesn't need all that time, does he?
I wanted to say on the record that the LSPD has absolutely no faith that Dominic Rhodes could do his job as a police officer.
Did we win?
Not yet.
It is so noted, however, the record has closed.
Ooh.
Are you
Dude, my head hurts from
I
trying to
just look like a
understand
fucking
it.
diaper.
My
I don't think
stomach
they'll
hurts
get
from
nothing.
laughing.
That was wild.
I don't understand what we just witnessed.
I'm already here.
I'm witnessing you wearing a diaper.
So
harassing him? I don't even know who that guy is.
I thought he was gonna.
How is
push
filing a
himself like
civil
Cornwood
lawsuit
did?
considered
But
harassment?
Cornwood did it
That would
better.
have been funny if he did that.
Why do you
know.
need to go to
I
jail
would
in
never-
order to know
Cornwood did it
basic
better.
police procedure?
Apparently, we were also mean to him.
Wait, is this
with
for
other?
I hope you
What
guys
is this
do.
for?
Were you playing
Like, I know what it's
basketball?
for.
The guy over there, he used to be
I just woke up.
I
just woke up.
he forced someone to make a testimony while
I took my bar acting shirt off. And
he told he read her rights and then said, "Oh, there's no lawyers.
Rights
Now
and
you
wrongs,
have
still
to talk to
continue
me."
Talking to me. Exactly.
was like,
verbatim,
what?
He said that. No, exactly word for word. He said, with these rights in mind, you still have to continue talking to me.
I don't even think you need to I don't know, it's just I don't understand how.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
Wait, is this like a? Is
Chief of Staff teach LSPD law
Are
school or
you
something?
taking him to court or like?
I mean, this guy's this LSPD. This was before the
Yeah.
jurisdiction was split. You know what I mean? This guy's
Yeah.
clearly BCSL flunkies, all right, and the remnants of them. Fuck Rhodes, all right.
This
He's a
guy isn't
joke.
even smart enough to be BCSO. He's not smart enough to be a cop.
When I was chief of police, I would never hire this flunky.
No,
never. Trust
hell
me.
no.
Yeah, no, never.
When you
I
were
would have
what?
sent him straight to the fucking north.
I was gonna say
He
when you were.
was
Go
one
be a
of I
desert
think
policeman.
he was one of the previous administration. Let me put it this way: in a span of 2 weeks, 4 officers were let go / quit.
That's the best range.
Him, 2 officers that went through Tilly's phone. Actually, no. Wait. So what was it? Slacks, Maeve,
Slacks, Riker,
Riker,
Maeve.
and then this guy.
Forte.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, Forte too. Yeah. That's 5.
And he's a cop again now.
Yeah. There's a lot of cleanup that happened in the first 2 weeks. Well, so, what's his name? What was that guy's name?
Which one?
Rhodes?
No, the one with white hair.
I don't know who hired
Forte?
Forte. That wasn't my.
Forte
Somebody approved it though.
wasn't on their level. Wait, what did he do? Actually, what did Forte do?
No, I think.
I think Forte was incompetent, whereas they were actually criminal.
There can be something
Yeah,
said for
yeah.
second
Forte was the
chances,
one that's
you know? Like if you
he
take
bribed
the
an officer for
time
something. I
and
don't remember what it
actually-
was.
Oh no, he tried to get a clowny clerk to give him a weapons license
Over there by myself.
Yeah, no,
for
we're not
cheap
talking
or
about
something.
Rhodes. Fuck that guy.
Even though I'm pretty sure they should just get
Like,
one, no?
for Forte,
I think they get one that only works for their service pistols. It doesn't work for ammunition.
Oh,
I
that's
think it was
interesting.
something that was like probably taken too far.
Yeah, it was one of those like,
one.
You can't
yeah.
let little bat.
His shit
And I
was
think it was
more
also
ha ha
right when the
hee hee.
marshals
Yeah.
came in, so the cops are probably like, we have to do this, otherwise the marshals will look like really bad at us.
Yeah.
What do you want to know, Blue?
I think it was a ha ha hee hee thing, but not to the person on the other side.
He did join a gang though and shoot a cop.
He's an officer again.
Yeah, he was a criminal for like a week, I think. He became like the next day. He was like a getaway driver for like a shooting.
What's up, Kelly?
Jesus Christ.
He said like 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
That was that entire.
Theo, no.
I look. That man, I genuinely believe, does not believe he did anything wrong. Still, that's scary.
Doesn't you don't have to hand over every shred of evidence. It's like, yes, you really do.
I really don't get that. Like, they're literally just there.
I think Tilly got screwed too. I'm gonna be.
Just there to help you.
I did.
Yeah.
I
But
did.
we learned from it. My plan, Robin, by the way, I'm curious what you think. Is because I've been, after Tilly's case and after a series of other ones, because I tweeted out during a case, a lot of people were like talking about how they're getting shot up and da 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 da. The amount of overhead to get it, unknown number. Nino.
Nino, I have it on good authority that Ember was going to try to murder you, and she's out on bail, and she's not allowed to have weapons and whatnot. But I'm willing to testify so we get that clown off the street, so she don't hurt you.
Hip is the only one that's actually tried to do some shit like that. I gotta
don't blame you
listen.
at all, honestly, if I ever
The
heard
clowns have been trying to murder you, though. Remember, they sent me. It's Mr. Ratchet.
Yeah, I know. You tried to assassinate me
There's really
in the mayor's
no
office.
excuse.
So we brought up
Terrible.
clutching as
And if it doesn't get fixed, it's going to happen
They didn't
again,
get
just
done
like
wrong.
that day. So I'm
He
telling
brought
you,
up
it's probably going to
pearl
happen
clutching, and then in his
soon.
closing said,
Unless
"I
you fix
feel
your security, but then you got to go through the
I'm
government
gonna
and fix it.
I'm gonna look into it. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heads up, Ratchet.
Okay,
All right.
A lot of
Bye.
drama.
Yeah, so the uphill battle for like filing civil lawsuits in order to keep police officers in check is a lot, right? Because in my opinion, from the lawyer's side, 9 out of 10 cases is someone crying and then they don't want to do the work necessary to let their lawyer succeed. So y'all have the problem of having to filter who's serious and is going to take it all the way versus you're just hearing their story never and then never going to see him again. On their end of the spectrum, it can be a cash issue, right? How much are we going to pay? And then y'all don't really make much out of it. So I want to secure like a, there was a civilian oversight committee, right?
That entire department.
Yeah, it existed, but it never done anything.
And that's a side effect of Murphy Braun that was useless, and prior to that, Milton, who was surprisingly even more useless. But instead, if this board consisted of lawyers, and there was a budget that funded a retainer where those lawyers are actively making money for taking on these cases and bringing it as far as they can.
To create an investigation
And
unit,
potentially using that information to file for class actions. So more can be done with less docket filings. That's kind of where my head's at right now. What are your initial thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's it's good. Like in terms of like civil cases, the amount of people that like, they'll call me and they'll tell me, and I'm like, okay, get me the medical report and tell me who arrested you. Like, text me that, and then they just never text it. Is like,
I don't think there's enough people that are like,
Yeah, you kind of have to do the work for them.
doing the investigation stuff to really warrant it yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then obviously we can only take on so much. So if we're taking some of these cases, people who don't want to see it all the way through, then we might be rejecting some people who actually do have a grievance and want to see it all the way through.
Oh no, Pip just texted me.
Yeah. Like the only thing that I kind of pushed forward was like a range
Uh,
because I thought it would be fun for people and like.
Oh no.
And so now
Someone
like,
was
they're
talking
cute,
shit
they're
about her
wearing
legs on
ranger
Twitter and there were
vests and, like,
cops.
running around and stuff.
Oh,
dear.
that was a Ruby Twan.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, listen, you shouldn't be talking about people's missing legs.
Well, I think that.
Oh, that's
I think
rough.
You have to have,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
people have a right to
interest
dignity.
in,
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
environmental law and
Pip's
like
weak.
protection of animals.
Is
and
Pipsqueak a criminal?
fishing game and everything.
Yeah, she's
yeah.
a convicted terrorist.
The treasonous.
So she just
The
acted
criminal.
And like
Yep.
creating laws surrounding
Terrorist, treasonous,
poaching,
murderer.
fishing, and all of that.
Honestly, there's nothing left on the bingo card she
Oh!
hasn't hit, to be honest.
Oh, remember
she
when
could
I was attacked?
witness
She
tamper.
said it was Eugene. Silly.
Huh?
It was Eugene that tried to convince her to take me out.
Try to
No,
convince.
she's- Yeah, this is like 2 months ago.
Oh,
That
Lord.
would be a Nino.
Yeah.
Why does everyone want you dead?
What's the question?
I haven't seen any snakes. Well.
Oh,
I've
yes,
seen-
I have
I've seen a
passed
couple
the hunting
snakes,
act,
but
so you can trap snakes.
they're usually
But where do you see
further
them?
around MRP.
They sometimes slither their way down from Blaine County, in order to stir gang issues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know someone that was staring gang issues the other day.
I could think of a couple, to be honest.
Now, what if it's a special type of breed of snake? Is it okay to still hunt it?
The expungement one.
Well, as long as you got a hunting license, you can
Uh,
trap them.
Do you want to talk about that, or would you have any feedback about that? Being like a criminal defense.
Oh, I gotta
lawyer?
send
I'd
this
be
out.
interested to hear what you have to
Yeah.
say.
Because like.
Oh,
Yeah,
what do
I
you
would.
what do you two think about this? I'm auditing the expungement legislation to see if they can change heinous act charges from never being reviewed to being reviewed on a case-by-case basis for expungement.
That would be interesting.
Oh my
Yeah.
lord. Okay.
I
Well,
might.
Especially
a
because
friend.
second-degree murders on there now.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the. I agree. I think.
should I go topless too?
How
Wait,
I
what
think
happened?
about it is
Should I
that
go
if
topless
it is
too,
just a hard
Should you go
no,
topless?
how could you
I mean, it is
expect
Breast Cancer
somebody
Awareness
to
Month.
Oh, fuck, you're
have
right.
the motivation to yeah, exactly.
Should I just, like,
how could
flip
you
them
expect
out?
somebody
You know
to have
what I
the
mean?
motivation to ever try to change their life?
What are they gonna tell me? No, I can't do
But
it.
if there's the
I don't know.
possibility or the
I mean,
chance,
up
you
to
know,
you.
something that you can work towards, I think that's a positive for everyone. But like, if you have no opportunity to do anything about it, then the likelihood of you committing those crimes again, I feel like, raises. So we'll see. That's scheduled for Monday.
Yep.
All right. Well, you forgot the last word.
Yeah.
I finished.
You didn't finish your tweet.
I did. I did finish it.
Tilly, that's fucked up if you're here.
That was not that.
Tilly, is
what
that
the
you?
fuck?
That's messed up.
That's
I finished. I look at it again. I finished.
Where's the
I
where's the
finished it. I
last part of the
twatted again.
tweet?
I
Only
twatted
the
it
first
again.
part's getting
No, you didn't.
twatted.
It go
That's
Yes,
the
I
go
did.
problem.
through.
I said I love
Just
Breast Cancer
retweet it and
Awareness
say-
Month.
Wait, where's
I
it? Where?
don't even see
no,
that.
the
It's
last
two
bit's
different
not in there.
posts.
Yes, it is. It's right above my other
Yeah,
one.
but
Two
you
different
can't.
posts.
Oh, you. Yep. Yep. You're getting canceled.
No.
Tilly.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Well.
Michael just said my mother died of breast cancer. Oh my god, I'm losing my friends.
Oh no.
Wait, which
No.
one? Oh, he texted you?
Yeah.
You should you gotta resend it with like
What if she just says her phone was hacked?
Well, I put awareness month.
I've heard him say my bad, but you do stuff like that. It's okay.
Breast cancer.
Did you say my bad?
Well, I mean, you could just like
Oh.
retweet the full thing again.
Theo!
Why would you ask
Let
that
her
question,
speak.
Theo?
What do they taste like?
Oh my god.
You
What did,
know what bone tastes like.
This might be a niche reference, but what did
Yo.
Offset tweet out when he pretended to be hacked?
There's so many human parts.
That's Heath.
Why did you do that to me?
Man, that was so absurd that Jesus went to bed
I
because
have
you
one
said
eye,
that.
so.
That is
Yeah, you
insane.
can. Do
Oh
it.
my god, yeah,
Do it
you're
now.
not wrong.
Like licking
No,
a plate.
licking my teeth.
Jesus went right the fuck to bed after he saw that twat. That's
Yeah, I
insane.
think so. Jesus.
Chalky bone? What the
Hello?
fuck, Sally?
I have no clue.
I just gave
Oh
you the
my
key
god.
buzz.
I'm going to rest my child. I will make sure my holy disciples cast their votes for you.
That's the fun fact.
The fuck did you just say? What spell did you just cast?
I think
on
if
me?
you do it with a ukulele, it works better.
It's not a beverage. What is it?
True.
Where's water?
Okay. Okay.
It makes things wet.
Let her
That's what
speak.
water
She's
does.
spitting.
All right. Well,
No, this lady on the
Take her
phone
phone
is
away,
telling
no more
me
water.
that water is not a beverage because beverage means everything but water.
This is a
All right,
beverage.
well-
Water's a beverage.
What
All right.
flavor is water?
all right. Best of luck, Daisy,
no flavor.
ADMC, Robin,
Unless you put
Tony,
You're
incorrect.
Finley.
Temperatures
I,
have flavors?
ranked matches are open, so
Flavor.
I gotta.
Oh my
Nino.
god.
Good
I only can play for 3
Does that
hours.
mean
That's
I
it.
can taste the fever?
3 hours?
Because you
That's
can only they only
degeneracy.
have ranked matches for 3 hours.
You're full of shit.
Yeah, it is
Ooh.
because it's like in beta. So
I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat a person of
Thank you
fever.
for the
All right.
birthday sing along.
yep, anytime. Y'all take care.
Have a good day, mate.
Ranked match, ranked match. Let me grab my stuff. Deadlock ranked match.